My name is James, and welcome to Mirror Domains, and this is a movie review for Yesterday, a movie that came out in June, but I just got around to seeing. The movie is directed by Danny Boyle and stars Himesh Patel and Lily James. And Lily James, she steals the show in this one. My God. You know, it's the movie about a guy who gets knocked unconscious and wakes up to find out that the Beatles don't exist, so he writes all of their tunes. And it's a bit of a weird movie in that sense, but here's what's going to happen. I'm going to try to review this all within the time frame of the trailer, and so we can just keep things rather small and concise. Here we go. Okay, now, here's my pitch on you watching this movie. If you're a fan of the Beatles music, this movie definitely pays tribute to the music for sure. They don't play the entire songs, but you definitely get the feeling that the director, Danny Boyle, here wants to pay his tribute to the Beatles, and I think that's cool. But this whole thing about him getting knocked unconscious, which we see here, and then waking up and the Beatles not there, there are other things that people have forgotten too, like Coke and cigarettes. But it's kind of an interesting premise in that sense, but we don't explore that too much. We get an instance later on where some people have also remembered, but it doesn't have really any impact on the story, because at heart, this is a love story. And it's a love story that ends in a happy way, but I didn't feel happy after watching this movie. And that's weird, right? It's kind of, it's a love story and they, have a happy ending. It's just, why didn't it make me feel happy? I'm not sure. Maybe it's because they kind of explore some ideas with the Beatles and their music, like just how some of them aren't around anymore. And it's kind of like, it's kind of dreary in that sense, right? And it's just kind of like you don't really understand some of the characters' choices at some points about how they have feelings for each other, but they're not acting on them. It's kind of like it's a little bit unnecessary. So when it comes down to the third act, you're just kind of like, But as I said before, if you are a fan of the Beatles music, it's definitely interesting to see in that sense. Ed Sheeran plays a bigger part in this than I thought he would, and so did Corden. And that's not in the movie. That part is not in the movie. But, Corden. And it's kind of weird how this movie was marketed, and I can see how this didn't really land with the audiences, because, as I said, it does leave you with kind of that feeling of, well, I like the love story part, but other than that, I didn't feel up and happy at the end. I didn't feel like the end of the movie was kind of like, that's a good movie. No, I didn't feel like that. And that's not what I wanted to feel. I wanted to feel like, hey, it's the Beatles music. Let's celebrate. Hey, this is really cool stuff. The acting is good. The acting is really good. It's the best part. And Lily James, as I said, she steals the show for me. People liked Himesh Patel. His performance was great, but other than that, the story was just, I don't know, it just wasn't fully there for me yesterday, and it's hard for me to really get on board. I understand that it's a well-crafted movie, and for that I would give it a 7 out of 10 for Yesterday. It's something that if you have the chance to, and you're really bored one afternoon, check it out, and if you're a Beatles fan, check it out. Other than that, it's not one of Danny Boyle's better films, but it's definitely not something that's awful. Yeah, there we go. It's a bit of a curiosity in that sense. Okay, YouTube is recommending a video for you to watch right there, and you can see my latest one just right up here. My name is James, and you're watching Mirror Domains. If you've liked what you've seen, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe.